here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Gallagher. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pre-touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Matt Gay on
the losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do now. The key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw. Haynes. That's complete to Turner. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Yards.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The tackle made by
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
15. First down, Indianapolis.
Get off the field. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. All right.
Back to throw. Haynes. Man open. That's Henry Ruggs. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Henry Ruggs.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
That's going to be a long day.
Here's Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
On the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
From the gun, Haynes. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. picked off at the 22. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra.
And trying to find Shark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they said? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now a dump off here complete. He'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And the JAX with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Haynes, and the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They begin on the ground with Camaro. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
The tackle
and that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about this all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the gun, Gallagher. Flushed out right. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a run for Camara. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. On 1st and 10, Gallagher. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
15-yard line.
Hey, here I come.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
10 more yards.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
10 yards.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
They go jet sweep here with Chark. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Gallagher escaping the pressure. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a line football, and the Colts pick it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20.
Who wants
They're
some?
going to score
Touchdown,
on the fumble return.
Indianapolis.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after
the
one.
end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner,
Number 41,
sometimes
Alvin
they put such an
Kamara, the
emphasis
ball
on
carrier.
things, and you know in that situation,
He's
they
brought
ran
down
out there, they were
31.
told, take care of the
A
football,
6-yard
don't
pickup
cough it up.
brings up
And
second
sometimes
and
it's the
4.
last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Pull it together.
Flush to his right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. And we're going
19 tight, 19 tight.
crunch time, defense. And we're going 37.
Operating from the gun, Gallagher. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet
It's
on
a
that
gain
one. I
of
thought he was
6.
getting close to breaking
Makes
that one
it
big, but in the
3rd
end,
and 8.
give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Off play action, Gallagher. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's good.
That one a pickup of
Jaguars.
15 for Jacksonville.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Boot, watch the boot.
On 1st down, Way, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's
ball
taken
carried
down
by number
up near the
33.
47. The first
tackle
down
made
run
at the
got 5.
47-yard
Here's
line.
2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Gallagher. Eluding the pressure right. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 32-yard line.
Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Gallagher looking for Kelsey on a deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Kelsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Colts 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the
Colts
chalk
take
of the
over
20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
Complete to
And
number
that's a good
87.
thing, but I wonder about mindset
yards.
because you mentioned
First down,
they had a chance to lock
Colts.
it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and/or divisional round.
Taylor,
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Haynes. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
A 4-yard loss on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. Offensively, lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
Recovered
I do
by
think,
the
though,
offense.
they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little
The
breathing room.
Jaguars take over
Goes
first
to
and 10.
42, make it a
At their own
43-yard punt,
24-yard
6
line.
on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Kamara,
He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down
by DeForest Buckner.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that
No
just
gain
made
on
that
the
stop,
play.
isn't it? But he's
2nd
more than
and
that.
10.
This guy's nimble
At the
and quick.
35-yard
More
line.
than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
60 Bobcat.
to throw on 2nd down. Gallagher throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
That's good for a Jaguar.
It's a big play for the Jaguars.
First and 10 at
45
the
yards.
20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Let's do it, baby. Way to come up. Way to come up.
You know it. What's my name? What's my name?
Okay.
No, it ain't.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he dumps this off over the middle. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look
It's a gain
downfield
of 8.
first before you
Brings
come
up
back and
2nd
make a
and
nice,
2
safe throw.
at the
And in this case,
Jaguars'
that's exactly what he
41-yard
did.
line.
Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
44.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with 4th and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darting on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions
3
properly
and
there. I
out.
think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll
The
see what the
Jaguars
side
take over
judge says.
1st and 10.
He says
at their
out at
own
the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they'd place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And that one will fall incomplete.
Gallagher's pass. Intended
Clock
for
here now,
DeAndre
just under
Hopkins.
30 seconds to go in this first half.
It leads
Early
to
on, the running game's been
2nd and 10.
working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
The quarterback sack
DeForest Buckner.
by
He's the
DeForest
culprit,
Buckner.
and that is now his
An 8-yard
13th
loss on the
sack of the
play.
season as his
It's now
great year
3rd down.
continues. And
Cameron
what is
Johnston
going on
in
here?
punt
I've got
formation.
3rd down. Screen shows 3rd
That's
down,
the
but they've
end
got
of
the
the first
punt
half
team out there.
with the score,
So we've come upon
Jaguars
halftime
14,
here in Week 17.
7.
As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that side.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Caleb Chason in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check, 47.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. Saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
On the deep ball.
Can you tell what I play?
Yeah, you
Leads
play
to
defense.
2nd and 10.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the
They
play.
struggled to get him rolling
Brings
on the
up
ground in the first
3rd
half, and that's
down.
sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
It's gonna be a long day. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And here we go again.
Off the play fake. Haynes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is
Haynes
made.
pass
Touchdown,
complete to number 82.
Indianapolis.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
A big play there. Hitting double
The
digits
kicker on
with his
for the
10th
point
touchdown
after.
of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
His kick is good.
Extra point right down
That
the middle.
ties the
And we
game
are
at
tied at
14.
14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a fair catch signaled
Fair catch
for
made
and
at the
taken
25-yard
successfully.
line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know you
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Don't be scared of it.
Flushed out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On 2nd down, Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. Well, a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
Back to throw. Gallagher. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Our time. This our
Hey, smash. Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Throwing on 1st down. Gallagher. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Gallagher. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Jaguars 21.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
To throw again, Haynes.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Intended
So
for
far
number
in this
86.
drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Haynes. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and ripped it free from his grasp.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return.
At their
and
own
that will come the
28-yard
offense
line.
as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Quarterback taken down
Matt
and sacked.
in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st down, Haynes. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be.
And he'll take this one in for a JAX touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Jaguars 28, Colts 14. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. 36 yards on the play.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
The ball carrier.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 1st and 10, Haynes. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 14.
A gain of 16
Another
yards.
good reception there. The Colts on the march. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
To number 86.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
At the 37-yard
line. Scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
The end of the
back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Gallagher sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey.
Off play action. Gallagher. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
The third
call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
47's the mic.
They'll run with Taylor. Some extra space following the display of power.
Taylor,
down just inside the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down. Haynes, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown,
Henry
Indianapolis.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
For the point after.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Well, the second down throw on target. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No gain on the play. Yeah, you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
On third down, Gallagher. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. On fourth down, Gallagher being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
29 is the
On first down, Gallagher. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more there, and there you roll. It's another first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over. Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Throwing again. Gallagher airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. Two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
To throw on third down, Gallagher. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a JAX first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23. Here's Kamara off the draw. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down at the 19.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Gallagher. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Gallagher's pass.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
That's a gain.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Gallagher. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Makes the score Jaguars 35, Colts 28. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D.
Operating from the gun. Haynes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
The ball carrier.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
4.
54 Mike.
I got wide. Shut up.
They run it again with Kamara.
Come on, bring it, baby, bring it!
Touchdown, Jacksonville. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead is up to 14.
Good. Makes the score Jaguars 42, Colts 28. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
For this life,
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Haynes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a gain of 7.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing. Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Back to throw. Gallagher. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Switch.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Henderson.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Get change, name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I get expected up the back. In fact, I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That's caught by Kelly. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Indianapolis.
Ready. Mike 47. 7 Pirates. Run.
47's the Mike. 47's the Mike. Bring it.
47's the Mike, boys. 47. Check. 47.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete to Kelly.
Haynes
and he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 6 there on
out of
1st.
bounds at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike's 47.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game.
42.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to